Edson, second grade high AR percentage award. Kalaya Nixon, second grade literacy coach award.
So you can get one piece for $3. You can do a combo for 6, which is chips and a drink.
Emery Pettit, second grade excellency in reading comprehension. Freddie Varela Grajeda, second grade Readers Are Leaders award.
I'm glad I'm not breathing, man. Me too.
Don't let him peer pressure.
Kizoria Reed, third grade reading comprehension award.
Homecoming is homecoming at Greenwood Augusta.
Eiffel Jones, third grade independent reading award. Jamez Davis, third grade AR achievement award. Jemias Anderson, third grade excellency in reading fluency. Odalis Asiento Velasco, fourth grade literacy coach award. Riley Coleman, fourth grade most improved reading award. Micaiah Cooper, fourth grade AR achievement award. Sawyer Edson, fourth grade AR achievement award. Ingrid Renee Gomez, fourth grade most improved reading award. Pua Green, fourth grade highest reading goal. Caleb Hernandez Marescal, fourth grade highest reading goal. Arnez Reynolds, fourth grade AR achievement award. Jacob Ramos Sanchez, fourth grade top reading map score.
North Augusta, are you kidding me? I know. I bet, yeah, are you kidding me? Yeah, I know.
Infinity Smith, fourth grade AR achievement award.
Craig eating hot dogs. They eating hot dogs? Yep, Cam's making them.
Kenneth Bolin, fifth grade AR achievement award.
Oh, sure. Or you can come across.
Kaylee Bryan, fifth grade reading map growth award.
Thank you.
Gabriel Gomez Galarza, fifth grade reading map growth award.
I'm trying to get my...
Timothy Hubbard, fifth grade reading map growth award.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Jamal Simmons, fifth grade AR achievement award. Ladies and gentlemen, please give another round of applause for all these students and their accomplishments.
Yeah, Braylon's got that thing kind of loud on it, as usual.
Playing third base, number 11, Jordan Scott.
Welcome to Eagle Park, wherever you might be. Graham Simpson, Jim Still, J.R. Stone joining you on the YouTube stream once again for the final time in the regular season. Greenwood playing at home, and the team is North Augusta, a team which they have not faced all year long. The Yellow Jackets coming in with just a handful of wins, all of them being in region play. They're 6-11. Greenwood still trying to get win number 14 after falling to Lawrence earlier this week.
Man, tough night Monday night. Let's flush it. Let's move on. That's the beauty of baseball here a couple of nights later. But this will be a great game, great challenge for our Eagles. A lot going on at the ballpark tonight. We got Literacy Night. We got Pinecrest out in full force. We got Gall League as well. So it's a fun night to be at Eagle Park.
For sure. And JR, we're going to take a look back at that final play that caused a lot of controversy down at Lawrence. We talked a lot about it at the end of the game. Here it is. Now it's digested a couple days. What are the thoughts like on this final play here against Lawrence?
It's created a media storm over the last couple days, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a tough play to call. He's in the wrong position to make the call, and you know he thinks he's out. And to me, the catcher's reaction says it all.
Yeah,
the catcher's looking up to make a play.
You can see it right there.
Definitely, he's safe.
No tag was applied. We slowed it up real nice for you. So after seeing that, it makes it a little harder to flush it, doesn't it, Jim?
Well, you know, great teams, great athletes have the ability to, I call it short-term memory. And, you know, I have a saying I use in life. You can be bitter or you can get better.
That's right.
And I choose to get better. And it was a tough call, bang, bang play at the plate. But he was out. And you know why he was out? Because the umpire called him out.
That's right.
But, you know, it's just an aggressive play, and I don't fault anybody for it. It's just things that didn't work out for us, and there were many plays that led up to that play. I think Dabo says it the best. there's 3 or 4 plays that determine the outcome of a game.
Yep.
That one is highlighted because of when it happened in the game. But go back, you can pick 3 or 4 plays out. That's not why we lost the game. There are other plays throughout the course of that game that led up to that. So just one of those tough calls.
Moving on to tonight, Luke Godwin will get the start. He'll be facing Jackson Jean in a very interesting pitching matchup we have here at Eagle Park. We're going to step aside in just a second for the playing of the national anthem with all the Gaul kids out on the field. We'll give it up to Braylon Barber on PA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you rise and remove all hats as we honor America with playing of our national anthem.
Back here at Eagle Park, Luke Godwin on the mound today for the Greenwood Eagles. We mentioned his opponent, Jackson Jean, tonight, but Luke Godwin getting the start. He had a good one last time out against Pickens.
He certainly did. And before we get into that, what a great scene. It's always cool to see the little kids out there with the high school players. And, you know, this is the thing about baseball, man. 93% of high school baseball players, they're done after high school. So it's not only a cool moment for the kids, but it's a cool moment for our players,
right,
just to understand the significance of what they're doing. And really, after high school, it ends. You can't play baseball after high school like you can some other sports. So just always a cool moment. Our coaching staff, our athletic department does a really good job with that.
For sure. And
now to the game.
It's a special night every year this is taking place. And props to the guy upstairs, Barber, who did a lot of reading to do, a lot of names.
I know that stress.
Yep. Luke Godwin, his last time, will put it on the screen now. But it was a complete game shutout. Only 5 innings against Pickens. Gave up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, struck out 9. Luke Godwin has been on a tear recently.
Yeah, I just want to echo Jim's point from the beginning. That was a special night for, special time for those boys, especially the seniors and all those kids out there. It's a good scene tonight. This is a packed house and it's standing room only. And to say about Luke Godwin's start on the last attempt, he went lights out, and hopefully he can echo that tonight.
He has a 1.73 season ERA. We see it right there. And Luke Godwin, look at his last 5 games. Only 1 hiccup against a really good Easley lineup, but other than that, he has been lights out all season long.
He's been phenomenal, and we saw the starting pitcher for North Augusta tonight, Jackson Jean, I believe.
That's right.
He started here last year in a very competitive game in which we won 4-1.
Jackson Jean leading off, and he starts off with a swing and a miss.
Big swing there by Jackson.
Tonight's first pitch is brought to you by Carter Collision Center, located at 3901 US 25 in Hyde. Just stop by for a free quote today at or call 374-7848. It's your choice. Choose smarter. Choose Carter.
Pitch inside by Godwin. We'll take a look at the starting lineups today.
He called that a strike. Late call. 7 didn't really understand what he called. He called 2 on him, though.
Yeah, so it's 0-2 now. Landon still back in center field. He'll be leading off in the bottom half of this inning, but it's Gene Campbell and Chapman due up first for North Augusta. That one missed, apparently.
Ooh, that was a good pitch by
Not
Luke.
sure where that one was.
Wow.
Strong pickup from our last game Monday night.
I really think he thought he missed that
Have you
call.
got Luke's record and all that? Have you got his stats?
I just have his season
I
ERA.
got you.
It's under 2. There's the 1-2. That's a hot shot to short. It eats up Stone. I believe it got a piece of his face, and he's out. Is Gene. And Stone on the first play is down.
Yeah, that one went 2 Stone's right. He was trying to backhand it, and this is I know they put new dirt on this infield, but it's considered a very tough infield, and that one took a nasty bounce, and they're looking at Ryan. I certainly hope he's okay, and looked like he maybe have took it off the eye, maybe.
Yeah, everybody is gathering around Stone. He's out there in the infield dirt.
Tell you a story. When I was playing Little League one time, I had one come up at me at short and about knocked my front tooth out.
Wow.
So it does happen, but Ryan's tough, and I think he's going to shake it off here. Ryan, of course, being at short tonight because Luke Godwin getting a start on the mound, and that was a tough ball to fill.
Sure was. And now Luke Hanna will get strapped in.
Ryan seems to be okay. Kind of, I don't know where it hit him. Maybe in the jaw or the mouth, but it's definitely in
Courtesy
the
runner for
interior
North Augusta,
face.
Number 2, Beans Hunt.
And he'll stand
Now
out
batting
there.
Center fielder number 4, Dawson
I
Campbell.
hope he didn't lose no teeth. That's going to cost some money.
Yeah.
Yep. The pinch
You
runner
got
at
it.
first is Beans Hunt, which that name might sound familiar if you're
Can't tell where it got him.
following Greenwood High this year against North Augusta. He was one of their star wide receivers.
Seems to be okay.
Swing and a miss.
Not Hunt's Beans. It's Beans Hunt.
Yeah, that's right. Little Bean over there at first. If you're a North Augusta fan tuning in, I do not apologize for bringing up football season.
And he is taking away the inner part,
Yeah, Campbell is crowding the plate. Nobody out, one on here in the first.
taking away the outer part of him. Excuse me.
I know you're about to do the uniform report, but I'm really digging North Augusta's uniforms.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. They kind of look classy.
That is popped up kind of deep into left center, but it's going to stay in the park. It's the left fielder, Boogie Smith, who calls off Still to create the first out of the game. And that was a high one off the bat
Now
of
batting
Campbell.
Left fielder number 5, Brody Chapman.
We've been blessed with another beautiful night weather-wise here at Eagle Park. Just absolutely gorgeous conditions as we start this ball game. We're in the low 70s, 72. I'll take 72 year-round.
That's right.
Sunny skies.
Here's Brody Chapman, the left fielder. And again, another throw over to Hunt at first.
It's really been a double-edged sword, that throw over to first. I'd like to know how many runs that's scored versus how many outs that's really got.
Yeah.
The old risk reward.
I mean, you got to pay attention a little bit. Maybe a step back.
That's another high fly ball to left. This time it's going to be a lot easier for Christopher Smith, and he makes the grab. Runner does not advance for North Augusta. There's 2 away. That'll retire Chapman.
Now batting right fielder
Here's
number 10,
Geddes.
Walker Geddes.
Luke Godwin doing a good job. Moving pitches, changing speeds, getting a couple ground balls and getting a couple fly balls here.
Geddes takes a strike on the first pitch from Godwin. Use it off speed. Still with a runner at first. 2 away.
Greenwood trying to get win 14 on the year to go with those 10 losses. Here, there's a chance these two may meet up in the playoffs.
And well, they're going to meet up tomorrow as well in North Augusta. So for Greenwood, you're looking to sweep both of these games in the regular season with 15 wins. In on a high note as we start the playoffs. That's fouled off the end of the bat. Finds its way into the bleachers, and we got a souvenir for a Little Leaguer.
Heck yeah, it makes me feel good. As long as it don't hit one of them.
This is what a ballpark should look like. A lot of spectators, a lot of young kids running around, and this is great. Got to smell the hot dogs and hamburgers, barbecue.
Yeah, it makes you feel young to see all these kids running around. I miss Little League big time.
Yeah.
Congratulations, J.R. Stone. He won our inaugural hot dog eating contest.
Here it goes.
A whopping
19.
19.
That was impressive.
Here's the 2-2 from Luke Godwin. Runner goes again. Ground ball to Stone. How about that? Good finish to the inning for Ryan Stone after taking one to the face earlier in the inning. 6-3 putout. And there's nothing on the board for North Augusta in the first. Stay with us. Greenwood coming to the plate for the first time when we come back on YouTube.
Whether you're athletic or not, the Joint Chiropractor can help you with relief, recovery, and wellness. You bend, you reach, you lift, you twist. All of this affects your spinal alignment and ultimately your wellness. So whether you're an athlete or not, the Joint Chiropractor of Greenwood can help ease your pain and keep you at peak performance. Come visit us today and get your first consultation, exam, and adjustment for just $29. You'll love how you feel. We're the Joint Chiropractor. Find us in the shops at Publix Pavilion on Highway 72 Bypass in Greenwood.
Century Fire Protection is a leading and trusted solution for all types of fire protection systems and services, from sprinkler and extinguishers to alarms and special hazards. Century Fire can design, install, and service any fire protection system. Visit our website at centuryfp.com to contact our local Greenwood office so we can help you get started on your next fire protection project.
Welcome back to Eagle Park. Greenwood able to keep North Augusta scoreless in the first after leaving one on. But the leadoff man and the pitcher, Jackson Jean, getting the start, the lefty. It's a bit of a flamethrower. He's touching 87 this summer.
Now batting,
and he had a good performance last year against Greenwood at this park.
Yeah, like most lefties, Graham, he has good movement on his pitches, and we're no stranger to him. He pitched here last year, lost the game 4-1, but threw 108 pitches, and he only struck out 4, but very effective from the left side there.
Here's Landon Still batting leadoff, lefty versus lefty. Still fouls the first one near his knuckles. This is another one heading towards the bleachers. Another souvenir.
So Ryan tells me the ball hit him right in the eye. That's going to be a shiner.
Yeah.
So it was the eye. I thought he kind of went to his eye first. That's good, though.
Well, as long as it's not in the mouth and the nose, we're not broken the orbital socket or nothing like that. A little stitch marking will hurt him.
There's a packed Eagle Park. Thank you for joining us on the YouTube stream as well. I'd love for you to comment where you're listening from.
And we'd love some feedback on the audio and the video if you have any, good or bad. Thank you.
Good 0-2 pitch by Gene. Kind of gives you an idea where he is mentally there. He just head in the count, elevated a good fastball just outside the zone.
1-2 to Still. Off speed. Landon was able to adjust and foul it away.
That was a good pitch.
Was a good pitch.
He's crafty now. I remember this kid from last year, and he gave us fits. We scored twice in the first inning, and we could not get to him anymore. And Fortunately, we pitched really well that night.
Is that the squeeze night?
I think it was.
Yeah, it was a squeeze bunt by Ryan Stone.
Swing and a miss, a strikeout for Landon Still to start things on the mound for Gene.
Now batting for your Eagles, shortstop number 4, Ryan Stone.
There's Ryan Stone. One out, nobody on. Strike one after facing the lefty Gene.
Gene is in command.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Take another peek at the starting lineup. Couple changes. Luke Godwin's also due up in this inning. Will Bice, Bentley Setzler inserted back into the lineup after senior night on Monday. That's a called
Man,
strike
that is
three.
outside. That's in the box. The catcher's setting up inside the box. He throws it
Now
right in the
batting
middle.
for your Eagles, pitcher number 2, Godwin.
Two
Telling you.
strikeouts to start the day for Gene.
Yeah, you don't want this guy to get into a rhythm, and he looks like he's already there. And with the expanded plate tonight, he's going to be tough.
And he calls that a ball. And he calls that a ball. That
Yeah.
was over the middle.
2 away, nobody on for Luke Godwin. On the ground, softly hit. It's going to be swallowed up by the second baseman, McNair. The throw, though, is not in time. It took the first baseman, Brazil, off the bag. And the Eagles get a 2-out base runner here in the first.
Wouldn't have mattered. Luke
Now
with
batting
good
for
speed
your
got down the
Eagles,
line.
right
He had
fielder
beaten it
number
out.
5, Marnarian.
Good job.
Berlin.
See if we can manufacture some here.
Here's Marnarian Chamberlain.
See if we can get back to our running game. We got Luke's going to run for himself. He's got good speed.
Punkin's been seeing a very wide array of pitches, not many of them fastballs. He hasn't seen a fastball in a while, it seems like.
Yeah, this little kick step with this lefty, he's not going to be going anywhere.
Throw over to first. Godwin in there with a slide. Nice pickoff move from Gene.
Yeah, lefties have such a big advantage controlling the running game.
The 1-0 on its way. Chamberlain, excuse me, swing down the line at third. Scott across his body. Doesn't get it in time. Chamberlain is able to beat it out.
Hey, we'll take it. That's 2 hits and didn't get good lumber
Now
on the
batting
ball,
for your
but
Eagles, catcher number 9.
we got something going here.
2 infield singles.
Yep. 2 infield singles, and if you're Gene, got to be a little frustrated, but he's made some quality pitches early in this ball game.
There's still 2 outs. Greenwood's had some success in the first inning of the last couple ball games. Looking to tack one on here in the first. Here's the first pitch into Luke Hanna.
Oh,
Wave and a
nasty
miss. Yeah, died down in the dirt.
That thing had a little wobble on it halfway there. That was a nasty pitch.
Got Shane Cobb checking in from Raleigh, North Carolina. Thank you for joining us, Shane. The 0-1 from Jackson Gene on its way. Tried the same pitch. Hanna wised up.
These zones are killing me, man. I mean, there's no consistency in any.
Hanna calls time.
Hanna has become a dangerous hitter. He has done a lot of work to get balanced and shorten up, and he has done a great job the latter part of this year.
Had 4 hits last week. Takes that over the plate for strike 2.
Yes. Again, I've seen a lot of quality pitches from Gene already, and Greenwood's going to have to swing the bat.
Luke had a double in the game against Lawrence on Monday.
I was thinking the same thing. It'd be a really good time to put them both in motion.
Yeah, definitely. Just sell out and go.
That's right. Put some pressure on them.
Ball and 2 strikes. Jackson Gina set.
Go now.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew it by Luke Hanna for strike 3, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Both teams unable to score in the first.
3rd strikeout.
Yeah, 3rd strikeout of the inning. 2 infield singles for Greenwood. Does not play to run. We'll head to the second when we come back. Stay with us on YouTube.
Whether you're athletic or not, the Joint Chiropractor can help you with relief, recovery, and wellness. You bend, you reach, you lift, you twist. All of this affects your spinal alignment and ultimately your wellness. So whether you're an athlete or not, the Joint Chiropractor of Greenwood can help ease your pain and keep you at peak performance. Come visit us today and get your first consultation, exam, and adjustment for just $29. You'll love how you feel. We're the Joint Chiropractor. Find us in the shops at Publix Pavilion on Highway 72 Bypass in Greenwood.
Century Fire Protection is a leading and trusted solution for all types of fire protection systems and services, from sprinkler and extinguishers to alarms and special hazards. Century Fire can design, install, and service any fire protection system. Visit our website at centuryfp.com to contact our local Greenwood office so we can help you get started on your next fire protection project.
Welcome back to Eagle Park as the Greenwood Eagles and North Augusta Yellow Jackets deadlocked. 0-0 is the score. That'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up for North Augusta this time around. Was introduced North Augusta as a team. They've struggled a bit this season, picked up 6 wins in region play. They're 6-6 in region, but 6-11 overall. Lost a non-region game on Monday, 9-5 to the Strom Thurmond Rebels. But it has not been the season that we expected from North Augusta.
You know, I'm surprised you mentioned the record. I'm surprised they're 6-11.
Yeah.
I mean, they look the part. They have good size, and I don't know. I guess Gene may be their number 1 arm, but this is not a 6-11 team I've seen so far here. I know it's early, but I saw them play last year twice, and they were a solid team last year. I know they missed a Knuckles kid who went on to, I think, Newberry.
Yep.
And he was kind of their heart and soul, but they look like a decent ball club, and I'm really surprised. And, you know, it'll be a good test for us.
Yeah, Airport, Midland Valley, Aiken, and South Aiken in that region. They swept South Aiken this year, who ended up finishing last in the region.
Who did they play out of region? Did they play other than Strom Thurmond?
I know they lost a great collegiate this year.
Okay, so
they played some good teams. It's a foul ball from Gavin Caldwell, the DH.
North Augusta normally has, you know, they have good athletes, good baseball program.
Uncharacteristic down here, but they will make the playoffs out of Region 4 in South Carolina 4A. Airport's a good team, though.
Yeah.
Finishing first in that region.
I need to look at those records and spend some time doing some research.
A bouncer to second. Caden Boer is able to glove and fires it over to first in time for the first out of the inning.
My real job's kept me so busy, we hadn't even had a podcast since the Final Four
Yeah,
podcast.
been waiting for the next coach's chair. Waiting for a mound visit tonight, actually.
That's right.
So we can talk about it.
Yeah, gotta get you guys on the show, man, the podcast.
For sure.
Yeah, to go talk some. Be good.
I'll plug it now. I mean, if you're listening, like the sports podcast, give us a look, the coach's chair.
First pitch strike into Jordan Scott, the third baseman.
Mike Crago's been my co-host for a while. You know Crago?
I do not.
You know, he's very knowledgeable when it comes to sports. Former high school football coach. Coached at Ware Shoals, other places.
Good pitch right there by Luke, cutting back in.
And 1 and 2. So the coach's chair. Hopefully we see some new episodes Once
Oh,
the
absolutely.
once the day
Same.
job chills out.
The day job is busy, man. Opening, closing school's rough.
Swing and a miss, a strikeout for Godwin. That's the second out of the inning. We'll take a look at Greenwood's last 5 games. 13-10 overall, 11 wins in region. Picked up a loss on Monday to Lawrence, but a sweep of Pickens, and then that 3-6 loss on the road at Westside in a makeup game.
Yeah, and that was more to do with Westside than really anything else. Westside's playing really good baseball. I think they finished 4th in the region. Maybe behind it was easily Greenwood, Greenville, and probably Westside, I'm imagining. So they'll make the playoffs, and just a really solid year. We were preseason pick number 3, so we finished 2nd. So all is not lost there, and all in all, Eagles hadn't played bad, had their opportunities against easily had the best pitching staff in the region for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, and they did hit 400 plus against us.
Yes,
I mean, they did.
They had some good days.
They raked it.
Yeah.
And we went 2-1 against those guys.
They
so
were disciplined,
that was
and
good.
they played real baseball.
Or
When
1-2. I'm sorry.
When you got ahead of them, they weren't effective. But when they got ahead of you in the counts, they really hit the ball good over the plate.
2 balls and a strike now to the catcher Watkins.
Easily had a very experienced team, and that kind of showed. And we had some guys kind of feeling their way, and we've been hit with the injury bug this season. And not to make excuses, but we're down to 2 of our better players. I mean, you can't afford to lose a Matt Murray and a Jaden Adams, and
especially for significant time.
No, they're
That's
not
right.
replaceable.
Yeah.
Those 2, you can't replace those 2.
but guys like Marnarian Chamberlain's had a great season. Senior Ryan Stone's been solid for us, and Luke Hanna's developing.
Here's the center fielder, Landon Still, who lines it up and makes the grab for the 3rd out of the inning. That'll conclude the top of the 2nd. There is still no score here from Eagle Park. As we'll be on the other side. Stay with us as you're watching WZLA's broadcast of the Eagles on YouTube.
When your community and country needs you, will you answer the call? Like you, we are proud members of the communities we call home. You may not know it, but we are your coworkers, friends, and fellow students. We are you, but when the call comes, we answer. If there's one thing we know, that it's as a team, there's nothing we can't achieve. With many career opportunities available, you can get an education in a field that is important to you, with unlimited opportunities to serve your country and serve in your hometown. To learn more about the South Carolina Army National Guard, call Tyler Platt at 803-667-1212.
Number 20.
6, 7, and 8 due up for Greenwood. It'll start with Will Bice, who has swung a hot bat as we enter the bottom of the 2nd inning. We're talking during the break, Jim, about the playoff picture. You have the bracket pulled up, and these 2 teams certainly going to be looking forward to some postseason ball.
Yeah, it looks like it. We'll talk about it here in just a second. Yeah, the way the 4A does it, they see teams 1 through 16. So the Region 1 2 seed, which will be us, is in that 8-9 matchup. So we'll be an 8 seed in the bracket, and the first round game, which will be on the 29th of April, it will be against this region's number 3, North Augusta's region number 3, which we believe it to be Aiken. So that'll be a 2 seed out of Region 1 against a 3 seed out of Region 4. Should be a pretty good matchup.
Yeah.
And then the winner of that game will move on to play probably a 1 seed. Region 2's number 1. Region 2 would
be us.
Region 2's number. No, we're Region 1, aren't we?
I believe we're Region 1.
So Region 2 is, I have to look at it.
Might be Lawrence.
Yeah, could be.
2 balls, 2 strikes here to Will Bice. Leading off the bottom of the second inning.
And it is double elimination. So regardless, you'll get 2 in the postseason. I think we got 4 last year, didn't we? 1, 2, lost 2. Got beat in the round before the upper state by Lawrence.
Bice sends a shot to center field. Backing is Dawson Campbell, and he'll stay in the park as Campbell makes the grab for the first out of the second.
Now batting for your Eagles, second baseman number 3, Caden Poor.
Here's Caden Poor, who pitched on Monday night, went 7 innings.
Sparkling performance by Caden.
Had a complete game. There it is, through 97 pitches, gave up 7 hits, 3 earned, 7 strikeouts for Caden Poor against a very good lineup in the Raiders.
Yeah, he did enough to give us a chance in that game, and we couldn't get it done. Maybe we'll talk about the replay again.
Might have to bring that up a bit later.
Appreciate Graham doing some behind the curtain work, getting ready for the game tonight. A little hot shot in the right field.
Yeah, a little inside-out swing, and Caden Poor gets a single down the line.
So Lawrence did win their region this year. They were 9-3. Greer finished second.
Now batting for your Eagles,
Riverside
first
third.
baseman number 11,
But yeah, it could be a possible
Setzler.
rematch with Lawrence in the second round if Greenwood were to win their first round matchup. Of course, we would have to go to their place. We have not played well there.
Yeah. Here's Bentley Setzler. Back into the lineup. It's its 17th birthday today. So happy birthday, Bentley.
Definitely. Happy birthday, Mr. Setzler.
Stepped in and played some good first base after the injuries. Got a few at-bats in the first half of the season, but he's really been a big part of the lineup in the last week or so.
He's played well.
1-0 from Gene. And that runs outside, 2-0. Luke Godwin just had a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the second. Eagle bats looking to apply some pressure on the scoreboard. 1 on, 1 out. 2-0 delivery. Bentley takes it high and tight for ball 3.
Man, this guy's zone is questionable. The pitcher's having a problem with it. I'm having a problem with it. The batters are confused.
Yeah, you can tell Gene's frustrated after that call, or lack thereof. Also got the sun creeping in with the shadows. Making it a little bit harder to see, but Bentley doesn't even need to swing the bat on a 4-pitch walk by Gene. He's visibly frustrated.
He has
now
every right to
batting
be.
for your Eagles, from the Mariners, left fielder number 6, Christopher Smith.
Christopher Smith, 9-hole hitter for the Eagles, has a great chance. Runners on first and second, 1 away in the bottom half of the second inning. The lefty Gene fires, and it's a strike over the plate.
Yeah, he's fired up. His face is red. He knew he was in that at bat. So hopefully he pays and puts one across the middle and 6 doubles in the gap.
That's a nasty breaking pitch. Dops into the zone. And now he's quickly ahead 0-2. Swing and a miss. 3-pitch strikeout for Gene after giving up the walk. Good response from the North Augusta lefty.
Now batting for Eagles, center fielder from the Red Devils, number 1, Landon Steele.
What was that, from the Red Devils?
That was his Gall team. You
I
remember the Red
now.
Devil days?
Yeah, we coached that team.
We did
Yeah.
back in the day.
Runners at first and second for Landon still. First pitch off speed in for a strike. Landon struck out in the first. He leading off the game for Greenwood.
Yeah, we got to get him going again. He's playing too much golf.
Big at bat for Greenwood right here.
2-1, 2 out. The pitch. Takes a fastball and it's 0-2 again for Gene. Big pitch coming up. Try to go for the strikeout. Landon still lofts it to right center field. At the wall, a great catch is made. Walker Geddes running into the big fence down in right center, able to hold on to it.
Man, that was a heck of a catch.
Wow, that just saved some runs for them. Good catch.
Certainly did. Well, that'll send us to the third. Nothing to show for either team through 2 frames. See if some scoring will be on the other side. We're live from Eagle Park.
Whether you're athletic or not, the Joint Chiropractor can help you with relief, recovery, and wellness. You bend, you reach, you lift, you twist. All of this affects your spinal alignment and ultimately your wellness. So whether you're an athlete or not, the Joint Chiropractor of Greenwood can help ease your pain and keep you at peak performance. Come visit us today and get your first consultation, exam, and adjustment for just $29. You'll love how you feel. We're the Joint Chiropractor. Find us in the shops at Publix Pavilion on Highway 72 Bypass in Greenwood.
Century Fire Protection is a leading and trusted solution for all types of fire protection systems and services, from sprinkler and extinguishers to alarms and special hazards. Century Fire can design, install, and service any fire protection system. Visit our website at centuryfp.com to contact our local Greenwood office so we can help you get started on your next fire protection project.
8-9-1 due up for North Augusta here in the third. Luke Godwin just had a 1-2-3 inning and got his first strikeout of the game in the second. He's been breezing on the mound. Here's the shortstop Morrison. Lefty takes below the knees, but it was called for a strike.
Well, we came to watch a baseball game. A pitcher's duel broke out. We thought that might be the case. Greenwood 3 hits. North Augusta still looking for their first hit of the ball game, but I think this has the feel of a low-scoring affair.
Yeah, Luke Godwin is really feeling it, and so is what's the name?
Gene.
Gene, yeah, Gene.
Inside, getting out the way is Morrison. Morrison, pretty good set of hands on him, too, on the shortstop role. Part of that sound defense.
That right fielder's got some hands.
Yeah.
He just saved them.
Center fielder looks good, too. I tell you, I can't believe they're 6-11.
One of these players to come talk to Luke for a minute.
3 balls and a strike. Leadoff man in the third is Morrison. Shortstop's ready, the 3-1. Fouled away, a full count now for Luke Godwin.
forget our wonderful sponsor, Surrender Cobra. Says, Go Eagles, find the next Surrender Cobra show by going to their website, surrendercobraband.com.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Luke Godwin. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets his second strikeout and the first here in the third.
Also, guys, American Legion Post 20 baseball is back this summer. Trials begin in mid-May. You can catch all of the action at Legion Stadium here in Greenwood. For more information, contact Ty Vines at 864-407-8876.
1 out in the third. Oh, that pitch got away from Godwin. Was high and tight into McNair, the second baseman, who bats 9th in the order for North Augusta.
I can tell you he smelled that one. Yeah. Come right through the face mask.
Jackson Jeans on deck. Here's the 1-0 pitch. McNair slaps it but foul down the left field line. Chase McNair started the last game for North Augusta on the mound. Or he did not start, excuse me, he pitched in the last game. It was a loss to Strom Thurmond. That was also Monday night.
A lot of people trying to get makeup games in before the playoffs start next week.
Late strike call there, and it's 1-2.
No, Lawrence had Clinton last night.
Yeah.
Did you see the score of that one? I didn't see how that turned out. And Clinton 1 year removed from a state championship. I know they're not quite the team this year.
Big strikeout there for Godwin. There's 2 away. There were some big games yesterday. Also, Thurman and 96 played.
How did that one go?
Couldn't tell you.
Yep.
Just know they played. I was still trying to digest Monday night's game.
You were working on the graphics for our game tonight.
I was. That's why I wasn't watching any games yesterday.
Graphics, yeah.
There's Jackson Jean, the pitcher.
So both teams seen the starting pitcher once, and let's see what they do the second time around.
Jean
trying to hit one in the Dixie parking lot.
Had a little buckle to his knees there. Quite literally swung out of his shoes.
Yeah, very good athlete, this Gene.
0-1 in the dirt. Looked like Godwin tried the changeup. Gene was able to reach last time up. It was a ground ball that hit Ryan Stone. That one softly hit into right field. A single for Gene to extend the inning.
Yeah, his hands are stinging on that one. That was a stinger. Good piece of hitting there. He, like you said, he's been on base twice. He finds ways to get on base. He's being pitch run for here.
Really pitching a good game and 2 base hits. I mean, well,
yeah,
was an error.
He's doing all he can do.
Bad hop on Ryan there in the first inning.
It was ruled an E6, but not a lot of context behind that. Beans Hunt is the pinch runner for North Augusta. From the stretch, a swing and a miss. Luke Godwin on his fastball into Dawson Campbell, who's the center fielder.
You know, I always believed in hitting that pitch. Just comes in there after a really good blow-by pitch because he thinks he can do it again. This would be a good pitch to be staying away from if I was Godwin. How old is this kid here?
What grade?
Campbell?
Yeah.
Doesn't say, but
good-looking athlete.
yeah, he is. Good frame.
It's a good 1-2 punch to lead off their lineup.
Yeah, the top of their order, and you see it a lot in high school, but top of their order, everybody has a good 4 or 5 hitters, and then it's all about what your bottom can do. But
Really,
yeah, they look the part for sure.
He is standing on top of the plate.
0-2. On the ground at third, foul ball past the dive of Bice. But it did just go foul.
Coach tried to call it fair.
Didn't quite work out for him. Still no score here in Greenwood. Still an 0-2 count for Luke Godwin. 2 away in the inning with 1 base runner on.
Yeah, I was about to say Will needs to range back a little bit. He was playing just inside the bag. With 2 outs here.
Yanked fastball. First ball of the AB.
It's a good pitch. I mean, we do not need to feed this 2-hole hitter. I mean, we didn't stay away from him. If he's crowding the plate, let's pitch away, pitch away.
1-2. Bounced foul again down the third baseline. Goes through
3.
about 3 coaches, I should say.
That ball was a hot potato.
It was. Nobody could catch up to it. Campbell flew out to left field in the first inning. Godwin back over to Setzler, close play, but Beans Hunt got in there safely at first.
I'm just not a fan. I can't.
You have
off.
nightmares, don't you?
I mean, we just give up too many runs like that.
Well, you remember what happened at Lawrence early in the year.
1-2. Campbell takes it. A called strike 3. As Luke Godwin gets 3 strikeouts in the inning. Left 1 base runner, was 1 hit from North Augusta's pitcher, Jackson Jean. But that'll close things out in the top half of the third. Eagles will come to the plate trying to break the scoreless tie here at Eagle Park.
Whether you're athletic or not, the Joint Chiropractor can help you with relief, recovery, and wellness. You bend, you reach, you lift, you twist. All of this affects your spinal alignment and ultimately your wellness. So whether you're an athlete or not, the Joint Chiropractor of Greenwood can help ease your pain and keep you at peak performance. Come visit us today and get your first consultation, exam, and adjustment for just $29. You'll love how you feel. We're the Joint Chiropractor. Find us in the shops at Publix Pavilion on Highway 72 Bypass in Greenwood.
'Century Fire Protection is a leading and trusted solution for all types of fire protection systems and services, from sprinkler and extinguishers to alarms and special hazards. Century Fire can design, install, and service any fire protection system. Visit our website at centuryfp.com to contact our local Greenwood office so we can help you get started on your next fire protection project.
0-0 is the score from Eagle Park. Greenwood and North Augusta going at it. Now in the bottom of the third inning, still out there is Gene on the mound. Ryan Stone leading the charge in the inning for the Eagles.
How many men we left on base? I know we left
4.
2 on
Yep.
first inning.
2 in the second as well.
Yep.
4 runners left on base for Greenwood already. The 1-0 on the way from Jackson Jean. Stone pops it up into right center. Ranging back is Campbell, the center fielder. He'll take care of it for the first out.
Got to be weird for opposing teams to come into this configuration that we have here. And
Now batting for your Eagles.
but Campbell's done a good
pitcher
job.
From the power, number
He
2.
sure has. He's made a couple of good plays out in center field. Luke Godwin got the first hit of the ball game in the first.
About the time you get ready to hit your full stride out there in the outfield, you're up against a fence.
Right.
And no warning track here at Eagle Park, so you really have to rely on your teammates and your own kind of self-awareness.
Yeah, count your steps.
That's right.
Two balls, no strikes here to Luke Godwin. Another pitcher versus pitcher duel. Gene just got a hit on Godwin in the last inning.
Good to see the legend himself, TJ Avery, at the ballpark tonight. We'll see if we can get the headsets on him at some point in time.
Love to hear what he's got to say.
2-1. Godwin on the ground to short. Dylan Morrison makes the play over to first. There's two away, in the inning.
Nice play, good reaction on a ball that kind of took a bad hop. That's a confident young man. You can tell
Now
by his
batting
glove action.
Pure Eagles, right fielder from the Senators.
Pumpkin Chamberlain.
Marnarian Chamberlain.
Trying to break up what would be a 1-2-3 inning for Gene. Chamberlain with the YG Marley walk-up song. I mentioned earlier in the season that that's the grandson of Bob Marley. First pitch is a ball upstairs. What you might not know, JR, you'll like this one. YG Marley, not only is he Bob Marley's grandson, he's the son of Lauryn Hill.
Awesome. Didn't know that.
So he is
That
got quite the
DNA.
bloodline.
I love that music and that genre. Really love it.
Ball and a strike here to Marnarian Chamberlain. It's 2-1. Chamberlain also had a single in the first, so he's 1 for 1. Foul tipped into the middle of Watkins, and now Gene is trying to respond with his own scoreless inning. Trying to keep this one 0-0 through 3. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chamberlain right back to the mound. Gene will underhand flip it, and that'll do it for the third. Still no score here between Greenwood and North Augusta. A pitcher's duel with Luke Godwin coming to the mound to start the fourth when we come back. Stay with us on YouTube.
Century Fire Protection is a leading and trusted solution for all types of fire protection systems and services, from sprinkler and extinguishers to alarms and special hazards. Century Fire can design, install, and service any fire protection system. Visit our website at centuryfp.com to contact our local Greenwood office so we can help you get started on your next fire protection project.
Back here in Greenwood, no score between North Augusta and Greenwood. Don't strike out. Jumpstart into your career at the Premier Life Skills Schools in Greenwood County, the Russell Technology Center. Your future awaits you today. Luke Godwin awaits Chapman, Geddes, and Caldwell for the fourth inning. And here to take you away is Jim Still.
Thank you, Graham. And we have ourselves a pitcher's duel here at Eagle Park. Luke
Now
Godwin's
batting
up
for
to the
North Augusta,
challenge.
Number 5, Brody Chapman.
Both pitchers have navigated through 3 innings of work. Luke only giving up 1 hit. First pitch here in the top of the fourth.
My word.
Misses for ball 1.
And that 1 hit was to Jackson Gene, the opposing team's pitcher.
That's exactly right.
So
So it will be 3, 4, and 5. Chapman, the left fielder. Watch his ball 2.
Luke's had a couple run in towards the helmet of some Yellow Jackets.
Only 2 base runners, really, for the Yellow Jackets tonight. Both of them being Gene. He reached on an error and then got the only hit, as you mentioned. But Godwin in trouble here. Falls down in the count 3-0 to Chapman, the left fielder. First batter here in the fourth. Dials in a strike.
It is 2-2. That's the same pitch as the first one he threw. I hate to keep harping on pitches, but man, you don't know how much that means in the ball game this close.
The 3-1 is called strike 2, a delayed call from the home plate umpire.
It's like he's on show or something, stage or something. It's not your stage.
Got a payoff pitch to the first batter here in the 4th. Here it is. Foul back right at us.
You heard that?
Heard it, saw it.
I guess that's
Thank
good
God it
Lord
didn't feel
telling me
it.
to be quiet.
A lot of full counts already in this game. Neither offense has had a lot of success in them, though.
It's been a struggle. Struggle has been real. Crowd is also real tonight.
Sure is.
Very good crowd here. This ball's hit out towards center, and it will be playable for Landon Steele, the future Warhawk, for out number 1.
Yeah, it wasn't hit cleanly off the bat by Chapman. You can tell by the sound, and a good job from Landon Steele to recognize that and hear it, because not all the time you can see the trajectory right off the bat, and he was all the way in once he heard the sound of the bat. Good job out in center field by Steele.
Listen, all you kids out there, the greatest outfielders make it look so easy because it's their first 2 steps, and those first 2 steps mean the most in any play you make. And Landon does a good job of getting there early with the first 2 steps.
Ball 1 to Geddes, the right fielder, cleanup hitter. Ball 2. Yeah, great points. Andrew Jones was one that really made it look so silky smooth. And
he got on his horse early. You know, you got to get those motors running early, get that good reaction, and then you can slow down and coast through the play, and that's what makes it look so easy.
Evan says we got to get TJ on the headset.
Absolutely. We got Evan listening.
Yeah,
in our listening audience
Evan
tonight.
Avery in the comment section says make him get on the headset.
We're trying to get his attention. This was hit out toward right. Pretty good, but Chamberlain is there. He'll find it for out number 2.
Now batting DH number 8, Gavin
There we are.
Caldwell.
Trying to get them on.
Evan said he wants you.
Luke Godwin now with 2 quick outs in this inning.
Two away here in the top of the 4th. Ball 1 to Caldwell, the designated hitter, who's 0 for 1 tonight. So both pitchers in complete control at the moment. That one misses inside, 2-0 count. Evan, we are trying. We are negotiating with your father. And we're going to get the headset on in just a moment. It'll be like old times. This one's downstairs, 3-0 count. Evan, he's parked up against the grill right now. He's got him a good spot.
Trying to hide from us.
The 3-0 is in there for strike 1.
He looks like Jeremiah Johnson.
I don't know. Who is that?
You don't know who Jeremiah Johnson is? That's Robert Redford in that movie, you know, the Mountaineer guy.
I got
you. Ooh,
that
nice
big
pitch.
burly beard on him. He ain't shaved that beard years.
Too bad Manscaped is not a sponsor of our broadcast. The payoff pitch is lifted out toward right. Should be playable for Chamberlain. He's there. He collects it for out number 3. So another good inning of work by Luke Godwin. And we're through 3.5 from Eagle Park with your score still 0-0 between the Eagles and the Yellow Jackets.
When your community and country needs you, will you answer the call? Like you, we are proud members of the communities we call home. You may not know it, but we are your coworkers, friends, and fellow students. We are you, but when the call comes, we answer. If there's one thing we know, that it's as a team, there's nothing we can't achieve. With many career opportunities available, you can get an education in a field that is important to you, with unlimited opportunities to serve your country and serve in your hometown. To learn more about the South Carolina Army National Guard, call Tyler Platt at 803-667-1212. Century Fire Protection is a leading and trusted solution for all types of fire protection systems and services, from sprinkler and extinguishers to alarms and special hazards. Century Fire can design, install, and service any fire protection system. Visit our website at centuryfp.com to contact our local Greenwood office so we can help you get started on your next fire protection project.
Back at Eagle Park, we head to the bottom of the fourth in a scoreless game. Jackson Jean has been very impressive, JR, and equally impressive has been Luke Godwin. You're playing with the camera over there.
I'm just showing everybody what we got going here.
Yeah,
welcome TJ
man.
back.
Absolutely. Welcome in our distinguished guests. We miss you a lot, TJ Avery.
Call that one, Jim.
Ground ball to third, fielded cleanly. The throw across is in time to get, I think that was Luke Hanna to start off the bottom of the fourth. But, TJ, I was saying it's great to have you back, my friend.
Yeah, man. It feels natural.
It looks natural, man. How you been?
I've been good, bro. So I'm getting better.
You getting better?
Yeah, I can't climb over that thing there.
I
have to
got
walk
you.
around.
I got you. Will Bice steps in, and TJ, of course, was on many of our productions last year. He was the production team last year, and glad to have you back. And your son, Evan, goes to South Carolina, plays club baseball.
Yes, sir.
And what's so cool is we're sitting here broadcasting this game in Greenwood, and your son pops up in the chat box and says, "Get the old man on."
Yeah.
So, hey, we got the old man on.
So I was down watching the girls. I came up here at 6, man. Y'all missed the freaking spectacular game they just played.
So fill us in. Who did they play?
It was Greenville versus Greenwood. Greenwood was undefeated, but it was for the region championship because the only loss Greenville had was to Greenwood.
The 3-0 pitch from Gene is ball 4. Hustling down the first base is Will Bice. So that's only the second free pass given up by Gene tonight.
Number 3, Caden Poor.
Gene's a guy that I've seen for many, many years since Evan was like 8 years old playing against us in travel ball.
We were talking about he pitched against us here last
Yes,
year and threw over like 108 pitches, pitched well, gave up some runs early but settled in, and I think we got to the bullpen late in a 4-1 win. Caden Poor actually has one of those hits tonight. He swings and misses for strike 1. Caden's 1 for 1. He about hit a tying home run the other night
that's what I
against
was going to
Lawrence.
say. I heard he hit one. He had a little play at the plate.
Yeah, we have it. Graham has produced that, and we've got that replay. We might show it again. This was fouled off.
There's a high pitch in the zone, and Caden just turned on it. It got into the top part of the fence, and we're coming around third. And, there's ifs and buts, and, if he slides, he might be safe, but he didn't. So they called him out, and he was in a bad position to make that call. But
foul ball.
Never know.
Caden Poor hanging around. Eagles have a base runner. We haven't had many outside of the second inning. We left a couple of men on base in both the first and the second, but since then, Gene's dialed it in and has given us all sorts of fits. The lefty kicks and delivers. Curveball. Strike 3. Big strikeout, 2 outs. That'll bring up Bentley Setzler. And, TJ, why don't you do the honors here?
Now batting for your Eagles, first baseman.
We'll let him talk.
Number 11, Bentley Setzler.
Bentley Setzler batting in the 8 hole. You take it over, my man.
Playing first base tonight. My man's got a walk. He's 0 for 0 on the night. Little ball in the dirt. Will Bice takes it off down to second.
Nice jump that
That's what
time
we need
by
there
Bice.
against a good pitcher.
That's right. Greenwood got another runner in scoring position.
Jackson Jean Good little pitcher looking in. Little stumble off the mound there. Down low. Got a 1-1 count. Now, Bentley plays left on the bag and bats right.
Yep.
So
he's changed his body, hasn't he? He looks totally
man, I
different
seen
than
a
what he
picture
used
of
to
him
be.
earlier today, and I was like, man, that's Bentley.
Yep.
Got that high hold on that bat. He looks more like his daddy and his mama now.
Yeah. You know, he was kind of forced into action, you know, when Jaden Adams went down with a hamstring, and
Yeah.
Landon moved out to center field, and we needed a first baseman. He's played well.
Got a 1-1 count on him right here. Down low for ball 2. Gene paying a lot of attention to Will out there at second. You know, 0-0 game. Even though it's 2 outs, you got a runner at second. Base hit, even on this little field, could score him.
Yep. And that's why he's paying attention to him.
Sure.
It's just trying to keep him close enough where the base hit may not score him.
It's ball off the plate there. But a lot of noise when I walked up here, man. It sounded like the girls' softball. The dugouts both really chirping loud at each other.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of nonsense.
Really? It got kind of chirpy down there.
So Greenwood
Well,
won.
not talking. Yeah, that's what I was going to get to after this. Swing and a miss there. Strike 3 to end the inning. Yeah, Greenwood won 3-0, man.
3-0
Yes,
over
sir.
Greenville.
Over Greenwood.
We'll
for
keep
the
it
region
here.
championship.
Yeah, let's keep it here.
Yeah, they very good game, man. I'm glad I showed up to watch one game, and it was 0-0 through 5th inning or something. And Greenwood had been dominating people, and I was like, man, I just showed up this one game. They're gonna end up losing the one game I showed up to.
Did Aubrey Holland pitch?
Yeah, Aubrey pitched. She had 9 Ks.
Wow.
She
She
did a
just
really
keeps
good
adding
job.
to
Here
her
comes the softball players now.
plus 500 strikeouts. You know, she hit that big plateau, I believe, last week.
She did
500 high school career
That's
strikeout.
amazing.
She's probably up to 520, 530 now.
Yeah.
What a high school career. And grandfather said that she just wanting to go to college, not interested in playing at the next level.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I had heard, and she's a big, strong girl. But tonight, what I noticed was you had 2 really good teams, and Greenwood's undefeated, and I don't think Greenville's. I know they lost that one game to Greenwood earlier in the year, but I don't know their total record. But that was their only region loss.
Wow.
So that's why it was a region matchup. But you didn't see any walks. You didn't see any pass balls. 2 good catchers, 2 good
That's
pitchers
awesome.
tonight. So you saw a really good game.
That's what you want to see as a coach,
like a 0-0
right?
game
Yeah,
right here,
man.
same thing.
Late in the year, this is how it should be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we appreciate you being on. I'm going to give my headset. You stay here. Yeah,
All right,
I'm going to give mine to Graham, and I'm going to step to the boys' room.
Why don't we swap?
You want to swap? Thank you for joining us, TJ.
Still a nothing game. The top of the 5th. Coming in, Georgia Scott, number 11, stepping on the left side of the dish.
6, 7, and 8 due up for the Yellow Jackets. Godwin still on the mound.
Godwin had a lot of pitches for him tonight. Throwing is that 60 pitches on that first pitch right there? I think, I don't know if y'all talked about it. Somebody was telling me it.
That's softly hit. Caden Poor lets it bounce, fires it to first, and it's a laser into Setzler in time for the first out.
Fastball over there, boy. That was a laser. But
Hard play to make when it's so soft like that. You've got to catch it and release it almost at the same point.
absolutely, he did a
Great play
job.
right there by Poor.
And you got to throw it that hard by the time you make that play. It's such a soft roll. But is North Augusta the region champs this year? Did y'all talk
No,
about that?
they're not in their region champs.
They're not.
No, they're
Okay.
6 and 6 in region play.
Okay.
You're either going to be 3rd or 4th. Briggs Watkins, 0-1 count on him. Godwin's been dealing a one-hitter thus far. A wave and a miss that time from the catcher Watkins. It's 0-2.
Two good pitchers on the mound tonight. See a lot of zeros.
It was a pitcher's duel as advertised. Oh, that came off the
Foul
knob of the
ball.
bat. Yeah, foul ball remains 0-2.
Not do that again. Let's stay away. This is a big, healthy catcher. Let's stay away from the inside of the plate. Make him chase anything, hit a ground ball to the right side.
Luke's had a bit more of like a whippier arm angle. He's got a lot of arm side run.
Here we go. Stay out there.
It sets up that pitch really well. Now it's a ball and 2 strikes.
You got to show me how you do your Excel sheet to where it just automatically.
Yeah.
Mine, I'd always have to hit save.
Popped up. Luke Hanna gives it a run into the fence. Didn't make it in time. Great effort, though, from the backstop of the Eagles. Yeah, I've been on Google Sheets for a lot of hours, a lot more than I'd like to share with the public.
I told people I'd sit at home on the weekends and
Yep.
have to work and just so it would work right when we got here.
Yeah, making all the graphics and everything. Tons of fun.
TJ would update every morning that we had the coolest graphics to see that night. It was pretty cool just being a part
That's
of
fun.
it.
That's fun once
Yeah,
you start
it
playing with
is,
it. Though.
yeah.
You get creative.
Got plenty of them.
You hear that? I mean, it's back and forth.
Yep. It's getting loud. Popped up over the press box. Here, while we have a moment, TJ, this is last 5 games for Greenwood, 13-10 overall. We talked about that Lawrence game Monday. And a lot of controversy behind that final play.
Yeah, I saw Evan was talking with me about some Facebook stuff where there was a little bit of a disagreement over the should he go, should he.
Let's play it for him. Let him see it live.
Yeah, let's
Graham,
play.
let's check it out. What do you think right here,
There's
TJ?
replay, TJ. There it is. Starting off with Caden, what we thought was going to be possibly a game tire.
Yeah,
Ended up being just short. And then we get a great shot here of Riley Latham rounding the bases. And the phantom tag by Bennett Edwards. You can see it again. We're going to run it back for you. As the first pitch to Godwin was a ball.
You get no clearer than that.
Yep. There it is. One more time.
Everybody
It
from Lawrence,
is.
hope you see that.
Yep.
You can remind them next week.
What a great job by
when you
Graham
know.
to bring us that replay.
Thank you. There's 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. It's a 2-0 count as we're facing Morrison. Fouls that off, 2-1. Godwin got a strikeout of Watkins. Scott grounded to second base. He has retired the last 6 that he's faced. 2-1 pitch up coming to the shortstop. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Morrison started off the 3rd inning with a K. That's his only at-bat up to this point.
You stay out there. You got one to waste. Stay out there. Be ready, BB.
Pitch.
Oh, a sword for strike 3. Luke Godwin with another strikeout. And the Eagles in Yellow Jackets, still no score. We've gone through 4.5, almost completing 5 with Greenwood coming to the plate in the home half when we come back here on YouTube.
When your community and country needs you, will you answer the call? Like you, we are proud members of the communities we call home. You may not know it, but we are your coworkers, friends, and fellow students. We are you, but when the call comes, we answer. If there's one thing we know, that it's as a team, there's nothing we can't achieve. With many career opportunities available, you can get an education in a field that is important to you, with unlimited opportunities to serve your country and serve in your hometown. To learn more about the South Carolina Army National Guard, call Tyler Platt at 803-667-1212.
for your
Back to
Eagles,
Eagle
left
Park.
fielder From the Rascals.
It is Christopher
Number 6,
Smith, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the game.
Smith.
Former Rascal from the Gall League over here in our great city of Greenwood. The Gall League does a great job here in Greenwood. I was part of it for a long time, and so was Jim Steele. Raising these kids to this little league has brought good baseball to this community.
Sure has. Always great when the Greenwood Abbeville Little League representatives are out at the ballpark. Creates for a fantastic atmosphere as well. Bleachers filled all around.
Takes a lot of work, a lot of volunteers to run that organization, and it's just Greenwood is the benefactor of Gall, Greenwood and Abbeville. But yeah, a lot of local players have came through Gall, and it's a great grassroots program.
Yeah, it's complete voluntary. I mean, field maintenance as far as sponsorship requirements. I mean, it's not a.
And I'll say this: they need umpires. I know
Yeah.
that I know Troy called me earlier in the year, see if I had time to umpire. I hadn't been able to get out there, but if you are interested in umpiring, contact me. I'll get you in touch with Troy Cole, and but they're always looking for
Yeah,
for
they're
umpires.
looking for good, smart umpires.
Now batting for your Eagles, center fielder number 1,
Yeah.
Landon Steele.
We gotta get something going, guys. This is getting late.
1 out in the 5th. There's Landon Still. Gene's got the better of him
How
twice,
many
but one of
pitches
them.
is Gene at?
Gene is up to 63. He's 12 less than Luke.
Last time Still came to the plate, it was a deep fly to right center that was tracked down by Geddes, the right fielder.
We need Landon on the base paths for obvious reasons, but we just find a way to get on there. And like to see him hug that plate a little bit closer.
Stone's on deck.
I like to see a little push bunt and go down the line.
1-2 after
Yeah,
the swing
see,
and the miss.
And that's what I just alluded to. You got to get a little bit closer to the plate. He's susceptible to the outside pitch, and he's standing too far away from the plate.
See that right there, how far he is off.
1-2 from Gene. Right down the middle. Still looks at it. A called strike 3, and there's 2 away in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting for your Eagles, shortstop number 4, Ryan Stone.
Big moment for the senior. Let's just drop a bomb right here and go ahead.
The Eagles' top of the lineup hasn't been as successful as they would be wanting. Reason why there hasn't been a score. And also, a big part of that is Jackson Gene with 8 strikeouts.
Nasty pitch on the inside part of that plate right there.
And it's 1-1 here to Ryan Stone, the shortstop. Nobody on, 2 out. Gene trying to send us to the 6th. An appeal on what was like a 5% check swing.
Yeah, good call.
Not sure what that appeal was.
Yeah. No, it's 2 balls and a strike.
The player's got to ask you for help. You just don't ask down the line for help, right?
Right. Yeah, it didn't seem like Watkins, the catcher, initiated the first base umpire. There's the 3-1. Stone takes it on the outside for ball 4.
Wow.
And the Eagles get a base runner. Good at bat from Ryan Stone.
Now batting for your Eagles, pitcher number 2, Luke.
All right, Luke.
Godwin.
2 of those 3 hits have been infield singles too, and Luke
Yeah.
got one of them early in the ball game, first inning, I believe. And
They also
So-
had a bloop single down the line by Caden Poor.
right, we
So
haven't
nothing-
hit the
yeah.
ball hard. I mean, we had a ball to the fence, but had a couple of pop flies to center, but that's it. Hadn't
also-
barreled up anything.
Got to give it up to North Augusta, who have a really, really good outfield. That one was off the catcher's mask.
we're just not making solid contact. I mean, you got to give Gene a lot of credit for that. His ball has a lot of movement, a lot of bite, and he's mixing it up well, and all the credit goes to him.
He's done a great job on the mound, the lefty. Throwing a little bit more velocity than the southpaws that Greenwood's used to seeing this year.
Yep.
Sitting mid-80s. The 0-1 lefty serve into Godwin is not going to be thrown. It's going to go to first to check on Ryan Stone, who just drew the walk. Godwin got one of those infield singles in the first, part of a 2-hit first inning. Greenwood couldn't score. They left 2 on in the second as well. And they have not scored a run. They have been hitless since the second inning. Arcade and Poor got that bloop single with 1 out.
Do you run Ryan right here, Jim?
Absolutely. You got to try something.
0-2. Chopper over the mound. It's going to be a tough play. The shortstop, Morrison. Throw not in time. Stone sliding for third, and he is out.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
Gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, you know, heads up base running by Ryan there. He never hesitated, but, you know, umpiring's part of the game, but it looked like he got in that bag in time for sure. Tough call.
Yeah. I mean, I doubt he was looking. And that's the third out of the inning. Nothing Coach Baker can do. Blue might owe the Eagles one. When we come back, we'll go to the 6th with the Eagles and Yellow Jackets knotted up 0-0.
Century Fire Protection is a leading and trusted solution for all types of fire protection systems and services, from sprinkler and extinguishers to alarms and special hazards. Century Fire can design, install, and service any fire protection system. Visit our website at centuryfp.com to contact our local Greenwood office so we can help you get started on your next fire protection project.
Luke Godwin has pitched 5 scoreless innings. He's in the game to start the top of the 6th. Greenwood just had a run halted as Stone was called out trying to go to third. Looked like he was under the tag. But what could have been first and third with 2 out, and Pumpkin Chamberlain to the plate turns into the top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, Luke Godwin had actually beat that out for another infield single, and heads up base running by Stone, and just an unfortunate call at third. Give you another opportunity to make a replay.
Trust me.
But
I'll be in the lab tonight.
But you know what, Graham, is part of the game. As much as we disagree with it, it's part of the game. It's the human element of the game.
Like Troy Cole says, we need good umpires over there at the golf and get them started early.
But you know what? Flush it.
Yep.
I mean, it's a 0-0 game. We're going into the 6th inning. Flush it, move on to the next play, and it's how you respond. It's always how you respond.
You respond and make a great play and get up on a bag, and you get a call like that, it takes your wind right out of your sails, and everybody in the stands knew it.
But we can't control that, JR.
You're right, baby.
Can't control it. Got to move on. It's like missing a 3-foot putt. Got to tee off on the next hole.
That don't mean I won't punch myself in the face.
Here's Chase McNair. He's over 1 with a strikeout.
When did I become the voice of reason? I'm officially an adult now.
Start your TED Talks.
2 nights in a row, 2 close games. We've had 2 controversial calls that were absolutely
Tough call.
wrong.
Ball and 2 strikes for Godwin. Here's the pitch. Right down the heart of the plate. Strike 3. Backwards K for McNair. He's now 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
That's how you respond. You put it on a veteran player, your best pitcher,
Now
and
batting pitcher number 7.
he sets the
Jackson
tone
G.
for the top of the 6th with a strikeout. That's a great job by Luke Gobb.
He's now got 7 Ks. And it's back to the top of the order to Jackson Jean.
Yeah, very dangerous hitter right here.
Reached twice, once on an error, once on a single. Nobody else has a hit.
Good pitch.
I swear he's on stage up there.
He's actually the only North Augusta player to reach base. He's done it twice.
That's a great point, Graham. And as much as we talked about Gene, Luke Goblin's pitched a heck of a ball game.
Sure has.
We're just so used to it from him. That's just kind of been his standard operating mode. And sometimes we get caught up with opponents' arms. We don't see them, but Luke's pitched great. Blew a fastball by Gene that time. 1-2 count.
Yeah.
1 out.
He's trying to breeze past another inning. Another foul ball. Ben Jalmer chiming in, says go Eagles.
Ben.
Saw him walking the other day, as most people do.
He's a loyal Eagle supporter.
That's a foul ball off the bat of Gene.
We appreciate Ben. He's always supporting Greenwood. You can catch him at a basketball game, a football game. Got his boys with him.
Yep.
Cool to see.
Saw him a couple times during basketball season.
Absolutely.
We were calling those games. Before you know it, it's going to be back there in the gym.
Man, let's get through football first. We got to navigate our way through football season. I'm looking forward to that.
Yep. That is cranked to right field. Chamberlain can only stare and watch. Center stage, Jackson Jean has stole the show.
Yep, that's a young man who's put a team on his back tonight with his arm and now with his bat. He's been on 3 times, and the third one he gets to touch all 4 bases and emphatic crossing home plate. And, that's got to wake Greenwood up. Maybe they'll get us going here.
1-0 to North Augusta. There's Dawson Campbell. You got Chamberlain coming up.
Now
Luke
batting
Hanna,
pitcher
Will
number
Bice, all
4,
3 due
Dawson
up
Campbell.
in the bottom half of the 6th. And the Eagles running out of some daylight.
Yeah, Gene actually fought off a good pitch there to see that.
They say hitting's
ball.
contagious. On the first pitch, Campbell sees, bloops a single into right field.
I'm just surprised they called it fair.
Here comes Brody Chapman. He's 0 for 2.
Now batting left
We
fielder
needed
number
those
5,
guys last night over in Athens.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And,
Gosh.
Clemson lost a heartbreaker after an early inning home run was ruled foul.
Yeah.
That was a bad call.
Yeah. How about
Jim?
the intentional walk?
There are no bad calls. That's part of the game, Jim.
It is part of the game. And Clemson battled through, 15 innings
Yeah.
last night?
We had a 14th inning stretch.
Yep. Took the lead, didn't he? And then
Yeah, what do you think about the
Gave it up.
intentional walk of Charlie Condon? The bases loaded, got the Barry Bonds treatment. That's sky high in the air. In the infield dirt, left side, Ryan Stone, the shortstop, able to grace his glove.
So, I'm old and I go to bed early, but I did watch that game up until like the 10th inning.
Now
So what
batting right
happened?
fielder number 10,
Didn't watch it
Homer
either,
Ennis.
can't lie to you.
Yeah,
There was NBA playoffs going on.
I got
There
you.
was 3 games of NBA last
So
night.
did they walk Condon late? in that game?
Yeah,
Or-
I actually didn't see that. I saw that on Twitter this morning.
Okay.
But I heard he was getting the Barry Bonds treatment.
Well, he should. Charlie
Yeah.
Condon is just a freak.
Oh, they got a pickle down at first with Gene. He's going to get back to first safely.
All right, teachable moment for Luke there. Had the runner hung up between first and second, in that situation, the runner had basically stopped. You run out toward him.
Yes, make him commit back to
Make him
first.
commit, and then you make the play. And instead, the runner entices a throw from Luke down to second. That enabled him to get back to first. But that's a teachable moment there.
And now they're going to check on him. He's in there with a slide. Right now, the Yellow Jackets getting a bit rowdier.
All right,
They've
so
been making noise out of their dugout all night.
Yep, I know it's a tight game here, but NBA playoffs in full-fledged mode. Who's your team? Is it the
76ers.
76ers, that's right. I knew that.
Two tough losses on the road in the Garden.
You know, the best sporting event, I'm telling you, this time of the year.
Are you an Iverson guy?
Yeah,
Hey.
for sure.
Talking about practice, man. Talking
Oh,
about practice,
my
man.
goodness, man.
Not a game. Not the game.
Here's the 2-0 pitch.
I love it.
Upstairs, 3-0.
But if you guys are sleeping on the NHL playoffs,
Yeah,
that is
NHL.
absolutely. I'm telling you, the NHL playoffs it's the best sporting event there is. I mean, when you go extra time, next goal, sudden death, next goal wins, man, it's just good stuff.
3-0 is strike for Godwin. The Canes are hot.
Yep.
I'm a Flyers fan. We had a heartbreaking loss to the Caps to miss the playoffs.
Oh, wow. See, I'm a Ranger. I like the Rangers.
Rangers in the playoffs.
Yep.
I always like the Bruins.
Boston.
It's the worst team to like. Payoff pitch upcoming here for
I
Luke
think it might have
Godwin.
just been Happy Gilmore's jersey.
I used to
Might
like
have
the
been.
Canucks.
Yeah, the Canucks have a
Are they still? Do they
They
still?
are,
Okay,
yeah.
good. The Canucks.
down in Vancouver.
Vancouver.
That's a long way away.
I think
not in
because
Kansas anymore.
I've always wanted to go to Vancouver. I've never been.
Yeah.
That's on my bucket list.
Vancouver, a city that doesn't get much love.
Get up to British Columbia.
They held the Winter Olympics a couple years back.
Absolutely.
Runner goes, swing and a miss, doesn't matter. Strike three, third out of the top of the sixth. But a home run, a solo homer from Jackson Jean is the difference in the game as it stands right now. Jean will go to the mound and try and preserve the 1-0 lead that he created. We'll see how he fares when we come back from Eagle Park.
When your community and country needs you, will you answer the call? Like you, we are proud members of the communities we call home. You may not know it, but we are your coworkers, friends, and fellow students. We are you, but when the call comes, we answer. If there's one thing we know, that it's as a team, there's nothing we can't achieve. With many career opportunities available, you can get an education in a field that is important to you, with unlimited opportunities to serve your country and serve in your hometown. To learn more about the South Carolina Army National Guard, call Tyler Platt at 803-667-1212.
Now batting for your Eagles.
4, 5, and
right-fielder
6
number
due up
5,
for Greenwood.
Marnarian Chamberlain.
Starts with Pumpkin Chamberlain. North Augusta with a 1-0 lead over the Eagles. Solo homer from Gene, who's on the mound. He's been doing all the work himself, on the score sheet at least.
He's wearing Superman's cape at the moment, and Greenwood's got to find a way to manufacture a run, and that starts with base runners. You got to get on base, and let's see what we can do. We got 6 outs to play with.
Chamberlain doesn't swing on an outside pitch, and it's called for a strike. And then all Chamberlain can do is glance at the umpire and shake his head. Counts 1-1.
The first pitch was down the middle, and the pitcher got mad, and the second pitch was outside. He called it. It's like it was a makeup.
That was downstairs, 2-1.
Just need base runners. Chamberlain,
he's got some speed.
And we just hadn't had that luxury tonight, other than the first couple of innings.
Greenwood have left 6 runners on base. Chamberlain, a hefty hack, comes up empty. It's 2-2.
That's a good pitch to hit. That was one of the only pitches Sevens left over the plate. That was a great pitch to hit.
This will be his 80th pitch of the ball game, and he's staring down the barrel of his 9th strikeout if he can get Chamberlain.
You know, when he tripped a minute ago and it fell down, I think he pulled something in his groin. He's been trying to work it out for the last 2 innings. See him kind of hobbling over right there?
Yeah, he's had a hurt hip flexor already this year.
Okay.
That's got him a couple miles per hour lower on his fastball, which was sitting 87 during the summer. Now like more 84, 85.
I'd like to see him fully healthy. He'd be very good.
Oh, swing and a miss on the 3-2. Chamberlain went chasing, probably due to the strike call earlier in the at-bat. And there's one away.
Absolutely.
Now batting for your Eagles, catcher number 9, Luke Hanna.
There's Luke Hanna. There was a quick out his last time up. Eagles trying to respond after North Augusta put one up in the top half. What a performance it's been from Gene. Gets another K. That was his 9th of the game.
Yep.
How about a performance of strikeouts of a double-digit strikeout game and a home run?
He likes his part.
He sure does.
He deserved better last year. I remember, and he's came in here and given his team a lot of confidence, and they're 5 outs away from getting a huge road win. But we still have a lot to say about that.
Swing and a miss from Luke Hanna.
When he's got to pitch us 2-0 and come in there, we've got to take a short approach and just get that ball down, get on base.
(3-1). This is a big at bat here. If we can get Luke on with a walk, we go pinch runner and get Bennett out there, maybe an opportunity to get him in scoring position.
3-1. Swing and a miss. 3-2. One away. Nobody on base for Greenwood in the bottom of the 6th. Will Bice on deck. Caden Poor also due up in the inning. Swing and a miss. 10 strikeouts for Jackson Jean. There's 2 gone now in the bottom of the 6th inning.
He's making this lineup look really pedestrian tonight.
I mean, that's really our own fault. He fell behind 2-0 and fed us a fastball. Fell behind 3-1, fed us a fastball, and then fed us a fastball 3-2. We've got to be able to hit the ball right there.
Coach is coming out probably to ask him how he's feeling. We
Ball's
do have a
yeah.
move to the bullpen. Wow.
Ball's
He's been moving that hip flexor a lot. He looks like he's limping off. Big ups to that guy right there. He had a great game.
So a huge break for the Greenwood Eagles. Jackson Jean's night is done. 5 2/3, gave up 4 hits, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts on 87 pitches, and we have a call to the bullpen. We'll come back to tell you all about it in just a moment.
Whether you're athletic or not, the Joint Chiropractor can help you with relief, recovery, and wellness. You bend, you reach, you lift, you twist. All of this affects your spinal alignment and ultimately your wellness. So whether you're an athlete or not, the Joint Chiropractor of Greenwood can help ease your pain and keep you at peak performance. Come visit us today and get your first consultation, exam, and adjustment for just $29. You'll love how you feel. We're the Joint Chiropractor. Find us in the shops at Publix Pavilion on Highway 72 Bypass in Greenwood.
Bites.
Back with you from Eagle Park. We just had a pitch and change. It's brought to you by the Coach's Chair. Love college football and baseball. Stay caught up with all the happenings in the SEC and ACC. Join the coach. Pull up a chair on the Coach's Chair. Tell us about a new pitcher, Graham.
And Jenkins is the new pitcher. He's coming in relief for what is an excellent start for Jackson Jean. Ball and a strike here to Will Bice. 2 outs, nobody on. Hard throwing righty misses on the glove side. Bice in this game, he's 0 for 1 with a walk. He was stranded at second base in the 4th. He swiped second that time around the bases. Hack and a miss. It's 2-2.
You got to get up on the plate right here and know that they're going to pitch away from you. See him shifting out. You got to know that they're going to pitch away from you. Right there.
11th strikeout on the evening.
Wow.
Gotta
Jenkins comes in for one batter and gets Bice to fan. Will add to the 7th inning. Greenwood running out of time, down by 1. Stay with us on YouTube.
When your community and country needs you, will you answer the call? Like you, we are proud members of the communities we call home. You may not know it, but we are your coworkers, friends, and fellow students. We are you, but when the call comes, we answer. If there's one thing we know, that it's as a team, there's nothing we can't achieve. With many career opportunities available, you can get an education in a field that is important to you, with unlimited opportunities to serve your country and serve in your hometown. To learn more about the South Carolina Army National Guard, call Tyler Platt at 803-667-1212.
Back at the ballpark, we're through 6 innings. Greenwood trails North Augusta by a score of 1-0. It's been a great ball game, a defensive ball game, really been dominated by the arms of the pitchers, respectively. Luke Godwin for Greenwood, who has just given way to Braden Scott, and Jackson Jean, who got the start for North Augusta, and I think we're working on a graphic here for you in just a moment. But those two guys have pitched very well. One mistake to Jackson Jean, who hit the solo home run in the top of the 5th, or top of the 6th, I should say, has given North Augusta a 1-0 lead. That's where we are. And, JR, this kind of game you expect, this time of the year, and Greenwood still got 3 outs to work with. You got to go out and put up a 0 here and come in and get a run.
I can't quit thinking about Jackson Jean and hip flexor. He's dealing with a lot of pain. He's got the only home run in the game, the only RBI for them, and pitched to Jim. He's got a shutout pitching. So, they've come in here ready to play some ball after watching a big elementary school introduction.
Caldwell on the first pitch grounds it to the new shortstop, Luke Godwin. He throws a strike over to Setzler at first, and there's one away in the 7th. Greenwood in need of a clean inning right here.
Yeah, clean inning would be huge, and that's a good start. First out's always the toughest out, and
now batting third baseman number 11, Jordan Scott.
They're kind of in the middle of their lineup. This is Jordan Scott. He bats in the, looks like the 6th spot.
Yep. It's 5, 6, and 7 due up in this inning to face Scott.
Appreciate you listening wherever you may be tonight.
Certainly do. Make sure to join us in the chat box. Ryan Boggs, big Lightning fan. He says it's hashtag Go Bolts.
Yeah, you know,
chiming in on the NHL playoffs.
I got a text from R.J. Poor, too. He's a big NHL guy.
He's a Canes guy. He's the one that's.
Is he a Canes
yeah.
guy? Okay. He agreed with what we were talking about. The NHL playoffs are so exciting.
Yep.
The fans get really into it, and it's a good product.
Certainly is. Two-two. Here's the pitch. On the ground at third. Great job by Bice, but he bobbled it. Throw is still in time.
Good
Two
play.
away.
Good play. Way to stay with it.
Tough play, really hard hit right at him and kind of surprised him. He bobbled it
Now
twice,
batting
picked it
pitcher
up off the
number
ground and
35,
threw him out.
Briggs
Good job right there, Will.
Here's Watkins. 2 groundouts for Scott in his relief appearance.
I'm gonna be careful with this kid. It looks like he could tote the lumber.
Yeah, it does.
This is a
Watkins
big
0 for 2
kid.
with a strikeout today.
He's got a college player's frame or build. And
Certainly does.
speaking of, if you're listening to us tonight, and if you're in the Greenwood area, go out Friday night, watch Lander play. They have a big series at home.
They certainly do. Big one
Chance
coming
to
up.
win the Peach Belt.
That's right. Definitely want to see some Lander blue out Doney Stadium. They need 1 to clinch the outright lead in a regular season championship in the Peach Belt Conference. Here's the 1-1. Scott misses downstairs.
Had to give him a plug. Lowndes texted me today wanting to give away, we get 2 tickets, and some of the seniors are having a hard time getting tickets this weekend. I was like, absolutely not. Put us on the list.
Yeah. On the ground, Bice with a dive. Gets up, throws it across, dug out by Setzler. A 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 7th. Greenwood needing a run to stay alive in the bottom half.
Great job right there by Will Bice. Knock it down, throw him out.
We got a great one brewing here on YouTube. Don't change the dial. We'll be right back from Eagle Park.
Whether you're athletic or not, the Joint Chiropractor can help you with relief, recovery, and wellness. You bend, you reach, you lift, you twist. All of this affects your spinal alignment and ultimately your wellness. So whether you're an athlete or not, the Joint Chiropractor of Greenwood can help ease your pain and keep you at peak performance. Come visit us today and get your first consultation, exam, and adjustment for just $29. You'll love how you feel. We're the Joint Chiropractor. Find us in the shops at Publix Pavilion on Highway 72 Bypass in Greenwood.
Century Fire Protection is a leading and trusted solution for all types of fire protection systems and services, from sprinkler and extinguishers to alarms and special hazards. Century Fire can design, install, and service any fire protection system. Visit our website at centuryfp.com to contact our local Greenwood office so we can help you get started on your next fire protection project.
Bottom of the 7th inning here at Eagle Park. It'll start off with
Number 3,
Caden Poor.
Caden Poor.
Bottom of the lineup for the Eagles. So you can see it here. They're at 7, 8, 9. So it's Poor, Setzler, and Smith. 2 up in the inning. They're facing Jenkins, who's still on the mound. Swing and a miss of Poor. Jenkins coming in relief for Jackson Jean. What a night he had on the mound. Also had a home run, which is the only run of the game. What a fantastic performance from the NA starter.
Indeed it was, and hoping that the nice play by Bice at third gave us a little momentum here. But, man, they just keep bringing in good arm after good arm. And
That was a strike anyway.
Yeah.
That ball was across the plate.
Certainly was.
Wow.
Greenwood, on a
Man.
night where we just hadn't had any juice, and a lot of it, you got to give them credit for it. It's their pitching, but we need base runners.
2-1. Outside corner gets the call. It's a laughable zone at this point.
Caden Poore finds himself in a familiar position. Was almost a hero the other night. Almost tied that game up with Lawrence. Just missed a 2-run homer, and his hit was the one that sparked the controversial play at home. But, man, we could use a one off the fence here.
Jenkins and the battery mate of his, Watkins, talking things over.
Giving Ump a little time to recover from getting hit in the face with that ball.
Would hate for that effect his next call. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It could get no worse, I can tell you.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Caden Poore.
The line tonight is 1-3-0 for North Augusta, 0-4-1 for Greenwood.
Wow. Low scoring affair.
Come on.
Above Poore's head, and it's 3-2.
There we go. Let's win one of these 3-2 pitches. You got to win the big moments.
He's going to throw a
big
strike.
Moment.
He's going to throw a strike. We got to hit.
You got to win it.
Big at bat coming up here for Jenkins to Poore. Swung at it. Would have been ball 4, but it goes all the way to the backstop. And Caden Poore is going to find himself at first base.
Wow. This is a crazy game. How did he swing at that, first of all?
About 7 inches inside.
We were so fortunate. You know, Caden has had a really good approach all year, and he's came up with some big hits, but he was just up there hacking away. And we're fortunate we got a man on base, and looks like it might be a pitching change here in order for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Rhett Brown is going to come in and pinch hit for Bentley.
Yeah, I don't think we're pitching change, Jim. I just go out there to settle them down. Look, we need 3 outs. We out this thing. So
yeah,
crazy
I think
call.
You're right.
Let's get the 4th out.
All right, pinch hitter Rhett Brown. He's got pop. Got a lot of pop in his hands and in his bat, but also a candidate for a double play ball.
This kid right here could walk it out of here right now if he throws a pitch across the middle. This one is not the one you want to mess with.
Eagles, number 14.
Rhett Brown is at the plate, taking the place of
So is that what
Sensler.
I'm sorry, Graham. Is that what we're thinking, you think? Just big swing in the game, or do we get them over in scoring position?
I mean, good point, Jim. I mean, you got the top of the lineup lurking. You could bunt him over right here, and we could be in scoring position immediately.
Lays down a bunt, and it goes foul.
I like it. And we're not here every day at practice, and we don't know, like, he could be one of their better bunters. And
yeah,
you
could
just
be
never
skilled
know.
with the bat.
Right. Exactly.
He's got to get this down.
Yep. Another big moment. You got to find a way to execute.
Outside, 1-1. Nobody out, runner at first. North Augusta with their infield coming in. Thinking a bunt's going to be laid down here by Rhett Brown. Pressure time here in this game. Eagles down by a run in the bottom of the 7th. Brown pulls it back. Pitch was upstairs, 3-1.
Great job that time pulling that bat back.
If I'm that pitcher, I am going nuts.
Down the first base line and foul. Good job by Jenkins, the pitcher, to get to it for it, try to roll back in. But now you got
2 strikes.
Yep. You got time to swing, but those outs are very precious at this point in the game.
Still no outs. It's critical we get them in scoring position. So, you know, I'd almost give him the latitude to bunt one more time. I mean, I know it's going to be a strikeout if he doesn't get it down, but
I do too, Jim. I think that's a great idea.
You don't want to roll up into a double play here.
That's right. 2-2. See what Brown does. Here's the pitch from Jenkins.
He's squaring.
Swing and a miss. First out of the 7th for North Augusta.
They're living away.
We got to get the bunt down.
Yeah, we got to
Now
execute.
batting for
But
your Eagles, left fielder number 6.
one out now with Christopher Smith.
You still try to get him over?
No, I think you almost have to just let him hit. That was your chance to get him over and score in position. And, I mean, you could. You got leadoff on deck. But we've seen Christopher come up with some big hits this year for the Eagles as he watches ball one.
You certainly have. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Jenkins, just 1 out. Caden Poor standing at first. Beat the throw to first after a drop third strike. 1-0 pitch in the dirt. Good stop by the backstop Watkins of the Yellow Jackets. He's a big fellow behind the plate.
Yeah, he's very active back there too, very athletic. I suspect he plays some football for the Yellow Jackets.
Oh, pick off at first.
That can't happen.
Caden Poor a little too slow to the
That is
bag.
terrible. He is back there. He is back there. Sorry, but he's back there. That's another one.
Yeah.
He is back there.
Umpire's a little antsy tonight.
Caught him though. I mean, honestly, that was a good move and kind of caught Caden flat-footed. I don't know. It was close. It was close enough, and you just can't get caught with your hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah.
Right there. I mean,
Here's Christopher Smith. 2 balls, no strikes. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts on the game.
They ready to go home.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. When it's closed, they out. It's time to go to the house.
And that beams Boogie in the back. Time for Landon Still to work his magic.
yeah, it's time for a big hit.
Now batting for your Eagles, center fielder
Well, think of what
number
could have
1.
been.
Yep.
You know, with the getting the bunt down.
Now you really be in business.
Could be first and second with 1 out. But
Well, Landon's 0 for 3.
yep.
Not a lot of times he's going to get 4 ABs in a game.
He needs to get up on the plate right here.
Got to cherish this one.
I agree, JR. We got to correct that next couple of days.
2 outs, 1 on. Bottom of the 7th. First pitch is inside. Still had to jump out the way. Ball and no strikes. 1-0 North Augusta. 2 outs. Eagles down to their last hope. Still cranks it foul down the line at first. And that's the first strike of the AB. 1-1 facing Jenkins out the pin.
Now is when he wants to get up on the plate because they are not coming back inside like that.
Yeah, quick hands.
Got to get up on the plate. They're going to pitch away from Landon right here.
Ball and a strike. The pitch from Jenkins. Tried the off speed, slipped a bit. 2 balls and a strike. Pressure time in this ball game doesn't get bigger than this. 1 on. Boogie Smith is the tying run at first. Landon still at the plate. Outside for ball 3.
Well, this is what it's all about, folks. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs, 3-1 count. Man on first.
Here it is, the 3-1 pitch. Upstairs for a ball 4. Ryan Stone waiting in the ranks. He's next in the order. Eagles have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th.
Eagles second baseman number 4, Ryan Stone.
Good at-bat there from Landon to extend the contest.
It was, but now you're in a situation where Christopher Smith's got to be really aggressive out there in second, getting into a secondary and giving himself a chance to score on a hit to the outfield.
Jenkins with 2 runners on. Stone takes on the outside, ball 1.
Good take right there by Ryan. Really hard pitch to look at.
Ryan drew a walk his last time up. 1 ball, no strikes. Throw back to second, into center field, but Boogie doesn't take off. Good job by Dawson Campbell to back things up. Wow.
The Yellow Jackets are falling apart right here after getting that favorable call on the pickoff. They have absolutely fell apart.
And if you're Ryan, you got to smell some blood after seeing that.
If you're Ryan, you're just going to want to be patient. You're heading and count. You're going to get a good pitch to hit here. Just be patient and capitalize.
1-0 pitch to Ryan Stone. On the ground, softly tapped to second. There is McNair, the throw in time. And the Yellow Jackets defeat the Greenwood Eagles here at Eagle Park.
Yeah, man, you got to tip your hat to North Augusta. They came in. Gene's got it started, pitched a heck of a ball game. Greenwood couldn't get the bats going the entire game. It was just one of those things that good pitching just kind of made us look pedestrian tonight, and that's just really the storyline here at Eagle Park tonight.
Yeah, Eagles left a lot of runners on base. 8 of them did not score a run.
Yep, couldn't come up with a timely hit. And that's just baseball. And we had an opportunity there late. We get picked off first. That's a killer. That's a killer. And and that's why we're going home with a loss tonight. But you get another chance tomorrow night. So can't hang your heads. This is the time of the year where you got to stay positive and you really, really have to stay dialed in and not let it spill over to really hurt your confidence. So we'll be okay. We just got to play better. Got to start winning those big moments I keep alluding to. But you're going to have those moments throughout the course of a game where you just have to execute, and we've got to execute better in those moments.
A couple at bats, and we got to get that bunt down. There's a few calls that went. I know I've been fussing all night, but it's getting repetitive here. We've get a close game, and we can't seem to get a good fair shake. And we battled hard. Good job to Luke Godwin for having a sparkling performance and really keeping them at bay. We just couldn't get nothing done against Jackson right there.
Yeah, both teams had 3 hits, but the runners left on base is a big tell. 8 of them by Greenwood, 3 by North Augusta. Jackson Jean got the win. Let's talk about Luke Godwin for a second tonight, because what a game he had in his start. Went 6 innings, 3 hits, given up just 1 run. It was a home run by Jean. 8 strikeouts, 93 pitches. A great performance from Luke Godwin. Just a shame he's going to walk away with the losing decision.
Yeah, it's the 2 pitchers, man. That was kind of a mano-a-mano again with Godwin and Jean, and you're exactly right, Graham. Luke had 2 hits himself, but it was Jackson Jean who had the big home run, and that's the difference between the 2 clubs tonight. And Luke's been consistent all year, and that didn't waver here tonight in the last regular season home game at Eagle Park, and he's got to brush it off, man. I mean, it's just you've just got to execute. I keep going back to it, but you got to run her at first. You got to get the bunt down, get him to second. And you certainly can't follow that up by getting picked off at first base in a 1-run game in the last inning.
Yeah, that's a couple things going to come back. One of them being that pickoff, another one being the call at third base on what was Eagles trying to be aggressive on the base pass, really killed the momentum. So a lot of things that you can go back and harp on. But got to do it again tomorrow against this team. And going to their park, it's actually not at North Augusta's high school. It's a recreation field.
It's like our old Civic Center, but they have a nice complex down there. We played down there last year before. It's a nice place, and hopefully our fans will show up. We won't be able to broadcast it.
I hope so.
Maybe
I'm going to try. Let's get some kinks out. We've had a lot of internet problems on the road. Hopefully we can get those figured out before we go to the playoffs. But we'll see about the broadcast tomorrow.
Good deal.
So we'll let you guys know on Facebook if there's going to be one. But if not, this is our final one in the regular season. Final one here in the regular season at Eagle Park, no matter what. We've had a great year, just getting started, hopefully, with the playoffs looming.
Yeah, the thing that concerns us the most, I know it concerns me, is the nature of the losses this week, and we're stepping out of region, and we're playing some quality teams, and you lost a emotional game Monday night. You follow that up with with a tough loss here tonight. That can kind of weigh on you sometimes, and it can spill over and affect a lot of different things. And you just got to, hopefully tomorrow night we'll come out, we'll flush all that, stop blaming whoever we're blaming, and let's just go out there and execute. Control what you can control, and let adversity be your greatest teacher. And we faced adversity this week, learn from it, execute better, and let's go out here and put a positive spin on the remainder of this season.
JR, final thoughts.
I'm probably just going to reserve tonight. I'm going to
That's
take
probably
the
best.
road less traveled by, and that
Take
has
the high
made
road.
all
Yep.
the difference.
All right, thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If not, we'll see you for round 1 of the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Back
Looking
here at
forward
Eagle
to it.
Park. For Graham Simpson, Jim Still, J.R. Stone saying so long from Greenwood, South Carolina. We'll catch you guys on the next broadcast.